Hi everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. So this is going to be an awesome view of PulseChain, and we're going to see how it's been going, all the exciting things that have been happening, of course, and any insights. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to cover the Pulse leaderboard, the latest sacrifices, the sacrifice price people are willing to pay at the moment, what the top 5 whales have been doing since they sacrificed, and so it's going to provide us a lot of insights, and then we're probably going to wrap up with a bit of price speculation around Pulse. So let's have a look at that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, of course, for more videos, and let's go, PulseChain.com. All right, so here we are. The sacrifice was obviously over, and of course, we're going to quickly check that on the old trading view video. I did this yesterday on PulseChain. Do check this out video if you haven't. I will leave the video and the link to the link to the video in the description. And of course, this was on the price. Pretty cool. So we ended up leaving the Pulse sacrifice behind. And of course, we've got the mercy period of sacrifice, the dotted line here, going all the way till the present at this stage. And of course, this is what we're going to check out today. We had a huge sacrifice today, relatively speaking. So we're going to check that out and see what's happening there. Let's go to Pulse Lead. Of course, this is where the heartbeat was of the sacrifice while it was on. And of course, this was sort of the final numbers that we had. We had the top 5 whales as well. We're going to check out what they've been doing since the sacrifice. And if you remember, the sacrifice officially ended on the 3rd of August, but of course the messy tail has continued on as the dotted line shows. So pretty cool. Here's our top 5 to 30 million, sorry, on the top one, 19.6 million, 9.2 million, 15.3 million, and 10.7 million. We're going to look at all that, of course, and they got the big points. And so let's quickly look at go straight to the sacrifice address at the moment. So here we are, folks, the sacrifice address. We can see that there's still 35 million DAI in there. All the US dollar stuff seems to have disappeared, so it's been moved. We got the Hex here at 17.8 billion, of course, and that's current price 15.77 cents. So we can actually see sacrifices going at the moment in here. We can see all these sacrifices here, and you can see the big 100,000 Hex one right here. 16 hours and 9 minutes ago, that caused quite a bit of a stir with the 100,000 Hex, about 18,000 US dollars. And at this stage, that's quite a big sacrifice. And you can see we had 500, we had some US dollars, we had 14,200 here. We had Saitama Inu. That's probably about $60 there. We got and some more Hex there. So interesting going back there. We had yeah, so that's what we've had over the last 3 days. So it gives you an idea. Still a bit of Hex dribbling in there. That's pretty much the last couple of days. But that big 100 definitely got a stir, and it actually made it to. Let's just jump in here and actually go to the Hex, and so see the actual Hex token sacrificed. You can see it's 113 billion. This is pretty amazing. Of course, the majority of it from the Origin wallet, but the rest of it from all the community and the big whales and stuff. And you know, you can see that 100,000 that was sacrificed in 16 hours ago. Pretty amazing. And 50,000 there sacrificed also 7 hours ago. So pretty amazing. They are different accounts, but that's the sort of stuff going on at the moment. It's amazing. And of course, that's huge. So let's jump in here and just check that sacrifice amount. We're not going to get too nosy, but we're going to say $16,370 at the current price. It would have been higher at the time that they sacrificed. That's just see 18.4, yeah, so it's 18.4. So we're going to hold on to that and keep that up. But it actually managed to make the Hex whale bot, and so 100,000 Hex was sacrificed. I talked about in my daily video today, and 100,000. So that was pretty funny. They got a little squint eyes there, but amazing 16 hours. So that's how big influential that was, and here it is here. And of course, we're going to quickly check on the price at the moment of sacrificing. So at the moment, of course, back up here with the multiplier in the first 15 days. So if we look back on our spreadsheet, we're talking about in the period here, the pulse sacrifice, not the tail end, the mercy tail. We actually were getting these awesome base bonuses, 10,000 points here in the baby blue or turquoise, as you want to call it, and then of course the multiplier bonuses above. But 10,000 points, you know, in the first 5 days, and it kept going down and down and down and down. Of course, the price we had a flat 3 days, of course, in the last 17, 19, we got 1.75% multiplier, and then Then, of course, it starts, the price goes up by 1.05 per day, and of course, it keeps going down, 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 down. So back here, you could get, for base points, excluding the multiplier, you could get 10,000 pulse points for $1. And of course, now, here we are today, 8th of November, 42 points. 42 points, folks. So if we look at the day before, which was probably when they got in there, you're looking, you're looking at probably pretty much around this. So we'll just use this number, 42, and of course that's per dollar. So if we go back to this here, obviously they were the day before, so they'll get slightly better than this, but this is a good indication. So 16,844 times 42. Was it 42? I think it was. Let's go 42. Yeah. Obviously, it's yesterday's figures. 42. So that's 707,000 points, folks. 707,000 points. If we divide that by 10, 10,000, you could have got that for $70. So that shows you how much more they've paid. So you could have got that $70 back here, excluding the multiplier, and now you're paying 16,000 something for 16,800 for 700,000 points. So pretty dramatic. So that's quite dramatic. I'm just taken back by that myself. So 16,844 divided by $70, that's 238x. So pretty massive, really, to be honest. So if we take $1 and we divide it by that 42, then you're paying 2.38 cents, folks. 2.38 cents. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. So pretty stellar. And so if we take 16,844 divided by the 2.3 cents, that's at 707. So it just works back up there. So 2.3 cents at the moment to get a pulse point. Just remember that. So that's up to you what you're going to do. I've said a couple times I strongly suggest not doing it because you just never know when PulseChain is going to launch either. So you just don't know how you'll get how that will be. You remember that everybody else, the majority of other people, have got all the way back here, and you know that there'll be most of the Hexicans back here. There'll be most of the people that were interested in PulseChain back here, and all the way. So as soon as you go up higher price point, now where depends on when PulseChain actually launches, but you're going to have some serious, a certain amount of people. These people will be a lot of diamond hands, be a lot of, at this price, assuming that was the launch price, be a lot of millionaires in there, but not so much down here. So you're going to have a certain amount trading on the first day. Expect a big price rise first day, PulseChain launch, and then the pullback probably is probably what we typically expect, and then the ramp up and the parabolic rises after that. So a lot of these people here will probably ride it out. A couple of them will speculate, but people who are at the last here face the most risk, of course. So that's just the way it would be. So interesting stuff there. I thought that was pretty insightful, and that's where we're at. So hopefully you found that cool. And of course, here are our top 5 sacrifices, 4, 5, and 5. So we're going to go quickly check them and see how they're getting on at the moment. So let's have a look here. This is number 1. They don't have a lot in there in the wallet here. Now these big whales have multiple wallets, so this is the one they've used. They often enter and exit via Binance and places like that, so it's very hard to track their total portfolio. But in any case, this wallet here still has 10 million hex in it. 1.6 million. This is number 1 whale. This is the number 1. Where's the number 1 whale there? So this is number 1 D6F, and of course they've still got 10 million in there. And what they do since the last time, we know that the sacrifice phase ended the 3rd of August. So if we look at and see what they've been doing since then, you can see that you've got the 46 September here. You've got a million out, 900,000, 100,000, and they've got this 10 million. So nothing particularly interesting about what they've been doing. That's number 1 whale. Let's check out number 2. Well, this is the big hex whale, I believe, and of course this ends at 39C5. I believe they've got 66,914 ETH in here, 321 million US dollars at 4,800. So this was pretty much one of the origin wallets, I think, from ETH, and of course pretty amazing. So they're also sitting on a ton of hex. They've had that for a while, so pretty interesting. You can see the trades that they've been doing. Not a lot of activity on here. 18th of July was the PulseChain sacrifice, 10,000 ether there. Since that time, they've had some ether go out of this wallet. Obviously, it's a huge ether wallet. And let's go check out the Hex and see what they've been doing in there. So this is number 2 whale that sacrificed. Pretty amazing. So they've got 188 million, and they haven't done much since July. So there we are. That's it. Pretty cool. You can actually check the analytics and see the chart as well of transactions. So you see not a lot happening there as well. So that was back in the 8th of November. Wow. So token balance, what they have, 731 million Hex. Can you believe it? Wow. So that's pretty huge. Let's go to quickly check on number 3, whale number 3. So whale number 3 is 81D. So we're going to check 81D. There it is there. They haven't got too much in the wallet comparably, and they've really got no Hex in there at the moment. And you can see they haven't done too much since this time Hex token here. Some of these, they've got stake ended there and a stake start there. So that's probably a decent amount. Let's see what that is. That's 557 million. There we are. So $91 million have been staked, gone to the black hole. So all they've done is staked. That's number 3. Let's check out number 4, D39. And D39 here is we're at D39. They got 12 million Hex in there, almost $2 million US, sitting floating. And of course, what have they been doing? They've been doing quite a bit of actions there. 80 days, so 21st of August. You've got some stuff going on here. In and out and in and out, 7.5 million, and not a lot too much action going on there. So it's number 4. Let's check out number 5, of course. Number 5, 83A, and let's look at 83A. Not a lot sitting in the wallet, not much Hex there either. Let's go check the Hex though, see what they've been doing with the Hex side of things. Not a lot since the last 90 days, so that's pretty much it. So not too much there. Yeah, so that's it. So top 5 whales been pretty good. In fact, very good. Been staking, so pretty cool on that. And that's the top 5. Obviously, you could keep going down the list, but those top 5, that's what they've been doing. So nice. In any case, we had this 100,000 Hex sacrificed, 2.3 cents to get a pulse point, and they got 707,000 pulse points. So if you had $70 at the beginning, you would have got that for that much better. So amazing, right? Amazing. So where does that lead us? Where does it leave us with the old chart here? Well, it does take us to the mercy points. $236 to get 10,000 points at the moment, compared to where it was at the beginning, $1. So 236x. So just take that into account if you're looking at sacrificing as well. And of course, the people that PulseChain does launch it earlier than later, then that's going to be interesting to see that play out. Of course, it's got to interesting. It'll be interesting to see whether Richard actually does a final day and says stop sacrificing as well. So that'd be interesting, as opposed to just letting people sacrifice. So obviously, he doesn't want people to complain about sacrificing, that sort of thing. But we'll see how that goes, because the market will decide. And as I say, all the people got here will probably have more diamond hands. There'll be some of them that trade for any big price movement on open day, but that's the way it's going to be. So we could see some very bullish prices on open day. We could see, a half a penny. Some people are talking about 10 cents, 20 cents. It could be anything in that line. It's going to be really fascinating to see. We know that the market price at the moment is about 2.3 cents. So that's the marginal price, I guess, if you want to see it that way. Someone buying something, the marginal cost price of the sacrifice period. And we'll see how that goes. Is it going to overshoot? That'd be amazing. If you were the last person, you could actually get the price that you entered in on the sacrifice. So yeah, it's going to be funny to find out. So hopefully that's a bit of guide. It's complete speculation at stage until we get some more information. And we've got quite a price range there, 2.3 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents. It really is difficult to speculate on that, but we could end up with 1 cent on the day, something like that. Maybe half of whatever the last price, or 2/3, probably 2/3, maybe the way, we could end up with. So what's maybe half a cent, something like that, to 3/4 of a cent. Could be pretty bullish. Of course, the average price probably somewhere around about quadruple 0.4 or something like that. Maybe a bit higher, quadruple 0.2, depending on when you got in on the sacrifice phase. But it's going to be interesting to see that play out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that bit of PulseChain update and a bit of playful speculation. as well. I think that's pretty cool, and all the best to the 100,000 Hex sacrificer. Onwards and upwards. We can't wait for PulseChain to launch. It's going to be pretty exciting to see that as well. And of course, we're hoping sooner than later up here in November, December, for sure. We've got PulseChain testnet 2.0 starting soon, and of course, then we hopefully have that's going to be short, and we'll have a nice early PulseChain launch. Woo-hoo-hoo. Come on, let's go. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, of course, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.